Hello, this is Rosa Shibe, uh, F Society RRC podcast, and you are about to join me for a live commentary on season 3, episode 5, Runtime Error. Now, this particular episode is very unique. It's no commercial, interruptions. It is a one single shot take episode, or at least edited in the fashion of being a one single shot episode. Now, how this is going to go is that we're going to sync our viewing, if you will. You're not going to see the audio, so if you're looking to see the runtime era for free, you're not going to. That's not going to happen. You're not going to hear the audio or any of that. I'm basically going to be watching the episode and giving my commentary as the episode progresses. Just so you know, we have our chocolate donuts here, or you need a drink, and be watching with my glasses here. I kind of need my glasses. I know it doesn't make me look like the devil here, but I kind of have to watch my glasses a little bit. And I will, when the FSID mask pops up, I will be taking a little drink of this. So if you want to join along with my little drinking game. So I'm going to give it a few minutes. I apologize for my lateness. There were some technical issues in trying to get everything up. I am watching off of Amazon Prime. There is a link in the doobly-doos, as Hank Green says, down below, or in the comment section, if you will, where you can either watch it on iTunes, Google Play, or Amazon Prime for purchase. If you have a cable service, Mr. Robot is on demand. If you're interested in looking for some other alternatives, there's Sling TV and YouTube, which all have free trials. They are 7-day free trials, which of course you have to cancel. But if you want to participate in those services, it's free to you. They're not referral links; they're just links directly to those sites. The only referral link is the Amazon one. So, get the episode up and running. I actually need to get a glass for what we're about to watch. Gotta get my Sony headphones. Gotta make sure y'all can hear me. Apologize for the squeaky toy. I have quite a bit of animals, as you can see. There's Spartacus in the back there. Got Beersley trying to get my attention. He's my underdog. Russell Terrier. He was the one that was in my lap earlier. So let me get the glass for the shot drinks, and then we'll watch the episode. Shot glass drink. Tells you how to make a Manhattan. That's not what we're having. We're just having a Arrogant Bastard Ale. It's not an endorsement. It's not a paid advertisement. I guess you kind of have to say these things now when certain products pop up in your feed. Not that the FCC or whomever is responsible for that would come after me. Still a very small, almost non-existing channel. Or, we're building up there. And these are Hostess donuts, if you want to know. Chocolate donuts. So let's get the... Oh, okay, it's gonna fit. It's gonna fit. It's gonna fit. Or should I go wireless? Let's go wireless. Probably better to go wireless. my first time doing this. I apologize if this is a very amateur hour. Got all the dogs in the background. That's Falcor, that's my dog. Say hello to the audience. Falcor! Feel free to comment at any point in time in your viewing. Try to answer some questions. Things all set up. I also will be doing this again tomorrow through the Facebook F Society RSC group. No, these are not the right ones. No, they are the right ones. Where I'll be doing this again live through the Facebook group there. We also had the winner for our giveaway, which was a Sparrow lockpick group, a lockpick set. I keep saying group. Beginner's lockpick set, much similar to the one, or at least I think the brand that Elliot was using that during metadata that he might have lockpicked and has lockpicked in the past into Darlene's apartment. Excuse me, that winner has not gotten back to me yet, but because it is a Veterans holiday, I think they're in the U.S. I'm going to give it to about Monday, and then I'm just going to go to the next person on the list if they haven't gotten back to me through the message on Facebook. Episode 6, we're giving away Red Wheelbarrow book, the book that goes in between season 1 and 2 when Elliot was journaling during season 2 when he was in the prison / rehab mom's house place, that type of a thing. So, let's see if anyone else is going to pop up. All right. So here we go. Now, I believe this is the first time that a television show has done a one take for the entire episode. There's been shows that have done one takes for scenes. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has done that a couple different times for their action scenes. A number of different shows have done it. Shows have done like these kind of like stunt little things. Like ER was famous for doing live shows for their medical drama, both on the East Coast and West Coast. The Rock, which is a famous comedy drama back in the 90s, starring Charles Dutton. God, I'm blanking on Rocky Carroll. I'm blanking on the rest. And I apologize for that. If you want to take my black card, go ahead. It was a great show. They did an entire season, our last season, live. Every episode was live, both East Coast, West Coast. It was a great bit of television, great television show. Doesn't get enough shine as it should. So let us begin. So we're opening up with a preview of past events. Let us know what's going on. Showing us the data center and the reason why Elliot is doing what he's doing. And of course, my computer freezes. This is the technical issues I was having earlier.
So let us
escape a little bit.
Get rid of
that.
Let's see. Okay, so let me do this. If there's nobody in the chat, I'm going to move that. It'll just pop up when I need to. So showing up the building, you have Price and White Rose here. I don't think that. So hold on a second. Be right back. Oh, the emergency evacuation off. Oh, Angela. She's definitely moving up in the villain list, especially after this episode. I mean, right up to White Rose, basically. She is. Okay, here we go. So, let me get back on. Absolute silence. No music. Makes this a very eerie opening. Okay, so if you haven't watched this while it's surrounds, so this noise, this kind of distortion that Elliot's experiencing, it like surrounded you. Okay, you have this guy speaking in German. I think I want to go. This Bluetooth is causing an echo, so go back to the headphones. I have no idea what he's speaking, but I know it's German. And we're paused again. Of course we are. I mean, why would it go continuously? We have
so latest television report indicating that this vote for the addicts is going to occur. Elliot said at work he sees a little distorted. His phone is ringing. And they have this countdown about to occur. And he's just very suspicious. And I'm not sure if Angela's really there. And Starlene. Angela's very intently looking. So it seemed like she is there, but I think she knows she's talking to Elliot, and not mr.robot. So he walks in. Darlene, of course, was supposed to watch him, but lost him. And this is where the timeline is a little funky. Because we had 10 days to the vote, and then he had till Monday. But which Monday? And I guess everything in last episode occurred on a Friday. So he has, again, a missing time. But how much is just a missing time? So Elliot's walking to his cubicle. He's talking to her. He knows something's off. This is like one of the best scenes. So this co-worker, I don't know how long he lasted in the corporate environment with this kind of talk, but I guess in this day and age, you can. But he asked a very important question, which was, "What did you do this weekend?" So this made me think that there's a big chunk of time we haven't seen him yet. Stop it. And Elliot is locked out. I have to say, I think he has like a 616 word passport, which most people don't do. They stick with A. So good on him. So he calls it in with the support. His phone's ringing. So he goes on his workers to check the server monitor to see what's going on. Is it E-Core? Is it Dark Armor? We're about to find out. Uh-oh. Okay, so 6:07 a.m. First attempt, and looks like LA's been fired. So Philip Price came in. I just got help support telling them they can't help us serve. So he's talking to us, and then the mr.robot logo pops up. It's very, very scary. A little matrixy with his exit, about to get fired or scooped up by the men in black or Mr. Smith. So the woman manager who approved him for the meeting to get this programming building, they're starting this in Southwest. Guess who's in the South of? Trading, Moby, and Leon. But was it 4 days ago? Which 4 days ago? She's in the stairwell. Has no access. She's trying to get out. There's an employee in the stairwell. He's going to use him to open the door because he has no access. Who tells their kid they hate them? Oh my god, what a dig. Here we got this distortion again. It's trying to slow everything down. I wonder if this road really works. I think if it blend better, if he didn't have his trademark hoodie. But here we go. Just trying to get on the computer. So he's talking to us, trying to figure out what's going on with him. So no longer slowing him down. She's looking for the vulnerable person. He is social engineer. This is the second most funny scene on the show. So this woman's literally sniffing and like the white out. So Elliot is like, oh shit. He's like, I'm heading from IT. I need to get on your machine. Blah 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 blah. And this old woman knows computer, and she goes, no, I know the idiot in the office. So you can get it on the machine. It's good he kept his name straight. He has a Bernie sticker. Of course he does. This is the first time I think we seen Elliot really get forceful for some of his since Bill. So he has to get his 23rd floor to stop the Dark Arm from changing the firmware that he implemented. But he's got goons on every floor looking for him. He's kind of trapped. And here we go. So, trying to social engineer out this Elliot. And of course, donuts. So he's not just for her. They don't know him. He sits down in the only empty chair, and they're like, Who the fuck are you? He just gets on the phone to be casual. Trying to be all corporate drone. This manager's not having. It's like, let's get started. C. So he has to sit back down after conveying his exit, and he goes, "We always have the donuts." And this is brilliant. Again, another distorted voice. So he rushes to the elevator. And Mr.Robot shows, stop it. Zero sum game. Ruth is build up. Recovering buildings gonna explode. Elliot can't get in him. Which is not quite true. Elliot has seen Mr. Robot. Security is waiting. They boxed him out. They escorted her from the building out to the front. And here we go. Now, the next part kind of really pissed me off. And F society. So Elliot's trying to call it in. The woman's not understanding. You should have started with that. There's a fucking bomb in the bed. That always works. Even if it's a crank, there's protocol. Darlene looks like a wreck. And she tells him. So I wonder what Darlene's weekend look like for her to do this. She's trying to tell him. More distorted voice. So they're confronting each other. I like the science. We are finally awake. We are free. So Elliot focuses on himself. He doesn't look at his sister really see she's a wreck. He's very dismissive about Cisco. He's worried about a wire. This is where he gets pissed, and he has no right to get pissed. He's about to blow up a building as Mr. Robot, but it's him. And he's been lying to her, working with Angela. He has another agenda that might have to deal with White Rose. He's told lots of lies. He never told her about Tyra Wellick or Stage 2 or anything. And he even doesn't even know himself fully what he's doing, but he's pissed at her for hacking him and working with the FBI. And she's right, Angela has been betraying him, but Darlene, I don't think so. She's been trying to protect him, and he hasn't really fully understood this. The fact that basically they're owned. The FBI knows who they are, knows what they're about, knows what they're about to do. And things are about to go sideways so fast. The full weight of the Dark Army under the control of Tyra Wellick is about to be implemented. All out of donuts and soda. So, let me get it real quick before chaos. I like the whole bobbing and weaving the camera had of them getting into the crowd, trying to get into the building. But I don't like the police presence. I felt the police presence here was very underwhelming. Not typical what the NYPD would do. They would have more cops down. And here we are. Dark Army on the elevator. trying to take over, going to a certain floor. I think it's 43 they popped. And here we go with the Congo. Whoa. So the Congo is now China's. Yes, stage 2 is still about to go. Here we go. And here comes the countdown music again. As we switch protagonists. Here we go. So they start wrecking and destroying stuff as they did in the lobby. It's a full-on riot. They do have an emergency plan, which I think pretty much all New York buildings since 9/11 have now, like a very firm one about how to exit the building if there's ever an attack of any kind, fire, explosion, or whatever. So Angela's on the phone with Irvin. This is her floor. And Irvin's telling her to go pick up the package. And Irvin's dictating to her she needs to get the package. And she's still on the phone with him. She's trying to get through the chaos. So Elliot needs to implement a contingency plan. He needs to make a backup. Angela opens up the package, sees what's inside it. Of society. So Angela says that I'll get it done. Irvin thinks he's gonna pass it off there, Elliot, but that's not what's gonna. She's gonna do it. She's so calm. People are getting the crap beat out of them. All this damage, and she just focuses very intently. Gets to the 23rd floor. Breathe, 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 girl. Her and her big eyes. And it's Elliot calling her. She ignores the phone call. She got him fired. She doesn't be villain. Plus, there's this right going on. Oh. She moves the package away. Security guard is a little suspicious. She's like, I've ever get in my office 23. He said this is secure room. Now, I don't know how the union can authorize the annexation of the Congo, but it's crazy. You know, the elevator's gone dark. I don't like heights. If this happened to me, I've been full on panicking, like hyperventilating, panic attack, probably throwing up. Security guard's still a little suspicious. He's trying to calm her down, saying, hey, everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be cool. They're going to turn everything back on. Nothing to worry about. Angela's like, yeah, there's nothing to worry about. You know, she's saying she's part of the audit team, giving a cover story. You know, whew. Except for stuff. He's like, why do you have this badge? She goes, it's my boss. You know, he left it behind, just trying to give it back to him. He's like, well, you need to come with me. He doesn't believe anything she's saying. She's like, okay. Now she's panicking. Gotta get a little calm. So he calls out for some help, and it happens. Wow. They beat the shit. Brian killed that guy. He got hit in the face with a fire extinguisher. So she gets the crap. She starts running. Gets into the building. Closes the door. They try to break in. Can't. She's in this place. Goes to the next room. Oh, this overhead shot. It's just amazing. It's like a little maze, and she's a mouse. Has to go get the cheese. And you can see the outside. There's a little bit of chaos. Not as many people down below as I thought there would be. I guess everyone's in the building. People are scrambling around a little bit, it looks like. We think the streets would be blocked off more, but it is what it is. So puts on some gloves, opens up this box, and she's going to follow the written instructions. Now, I know a lot of people online were like curious how Angela was able to do this because she's not supposed to be computer skilled. She does have some computer skills. She knows how to follow instructions. It looks like it's very clear what to do, what to type out, what to pull. And as long as you follow the instructions, it's kind of like baking cookies, if you will, everything should be good. Now, whether or not it turns out great, well, we're about to see. And so she's plugging things in, she's following instructions, she's jacking things out, and she deviates just a little bit. And she looks for a USB stick so she can see what it is they're doing. Because she knows there's not an evacuation plan, or she suspects it. She wants to know what the hell's going on. She wants to protect herself, some kind of insurance. I mean, she still has a USB stick for Washington Township. Of course, she's going to have a USB stick for this. And I'm wondering how that's going to play out in the long run. So that's what she's looking for. She can't find anything. You think they would be there with all the tools and trades there. So she peeks out the door, making sure there's nobody there. She starts looking for a USB stick. You can still hear the kiosk in the background, lights are flashing. She's going through the office drawers, trying to figure things out. I mean, I trust Angela to the extent that she's very singular in her goal about taking down E Corp and doing whatever it takes, but she doesn't want to kill people. She doesn't want to blow up buildings. Kill people in these buildings. I do think she wants to protect Elliot and herself, of course. Maybe Darlene to some extent. I mean, she wants to get out of this alive. But she's not a fool. She's not stupid. She's not that naive. She just thinks she can maybe manipulate her way out or figure her way out. She's trying to do so. And it'd be interesting to see if she pulls it off. So here we are. We got our USB stick. And then bam, someone else comes in the room. Walking Dead woman. And her name is white gloves, badge. She steps closer to get the name. The other woman notices her white gloves. Andrew tells her why. Are they recovered too? And FCI mask. This woman takes off, runs for the light. The room gets breached by the FCI mask. And I like this. Angela got, even though she get a direct hit of the spray, the pepper spray, she got affected. It's in the air. And if you've never been hit by pepper spray, it's a bitch. I've actually done it to myself. That's why I never ever using it. I've done it twice. Both times in my pocket where the little latch sprayed once on my leg and then once I was pulling it out. Oh my God. It just, like, I had first degree burns on my leg and just in my hand and the smell, the water. And it's very painful. So Angela gets what she needs. She's backing up this what they're doing, the USB stick, and she's following the commands instructions. I need a little look to see what this device is because it looks so strange. Kind of looks like those like portable MDI like boop 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 beatbox things. It kind of looks like that, but that's not what it is. Okay, so she's got the copy. Now she has to cover up her tracks, pulling out the cords. I have to say that she's very thorough. Like, she doesn't forget anything. She pulls out everything that's supposed to be pulled out. She doesn't leave anything behind, including the piece of paper. Closes down the laptop, pushes things in, put things back where they're supposed to go, wraps things up. She unplugs things, puts everything back, so it makes it look like someone, normal. Like, nothing new or different has happened. She picks up what she needs. She makes sure there's nothing behind. She covers her tracks. She's wiping down handles. Now, there's no cameras in this room, so she doesn't have to worry about that. There might be cameras in the hallway, but I'm figuring Dark Army's got that covered. This guy got left, so the door is open. It's vulnerable. There's nobody there. She needs to get out of where she is and away from everything. So she takes F Society mask. F Society mask. Gotta get some beer. Another shot. Oh, and this is pretty ballsy on her part. Doing this to her face. Oh, her eyes are just... Her face is going to be wrecked. She kind of looks like Elliot. Now that she's been geared up. She looks like one of them. Which is very weird. It's like a transfer move, if you will, of her existence from being this corporate go-getter, mover, shaker, if you will, to this person, if you have it. Looks like a dead person. That person, mask, destruction, just wanted destruction, useless destruction, if you will, just makes no sense, which makes you wonder, like, how many are... I think there might have been a sign in the FBI. This is the same 23rd floor. I think it's the same floor that the FBI had. I think it is, which is interesting. So, she's trying to get out of the lobby, get out of the building. She's frightened, scared. She's getting the mask off. It's probably a little suffocating out of there. Oh, I'm surprised she's not throwing up. I probably would. We now get confirmation that, China is annexing Congo. We know that the spokesperson for White Rose saying Trump is not going to let this happen. So a lot of things are tying in. Like all the little background details, like NASA discovered water on Mars, making sure they were in 2015. She calls Irvin, lets him know it's done. But she's the one who did it. He's wondering why he's talking to her. Everyone wants the name, but he doesn't trust Angela. He's wondering why Aunt Elliot didn't do it. Doesn't quite believe her, but she got it done, and he needs to make sure it was done correct. She asked one more time to evacuate the building. He's been done already. Irvin is such a manipulator, which is why I don't think he's going to survive the season. I think Tyrell's going to take him out. Or maybe Angela. Angela doesn't have a body anymore. I mean, Elliot by default does with Shayla, Darlene killed the Sharon Joan person. Angela hasn't killed anybody. Tara Wellick killed Susan Knoll. Yeah. So is Angela gonna join the murder club? God knows who Irvin's done in his life. So the new secondary or tertiary character of the Mr. Robot universe, the man in the Oompa Loompa that's always eating. Saw him first season, second season, earlier this season, and now we see him again eating the red wheelbarrow barbecue. So considerate, he brought food for her. I wonder why he wears a suit. It's a clean suit. It's so odd. I don't think the USB stick is in there or part of the plan. That's her backup. So she's gonna eat her lunch. Wow. Sit at her desk and eat lunch. Like a good corporate joint. I think she's now beginning to realize the full weight of what she should have done. She just signed the death of a lot of people. It's interesting that the women in this show fully understand their actions and take a little bit of ownership of it. They wrestle with it, they struggle with it, but I don't think Elliot does. He's too in the fantasy world. He thinks he still will save everybody or save everybody by destroying things like with his robot, Mr. Robot persona. And then we have Elliot back in the booth, confronting her. He's like, "Is there something you want to tell me?" And of course, no, no, it's not. Yeah. So that's Runtime Error. The main episode. It's the second time I'm me watching this, doing the live commentary here. There's a lot more background stuff I noticed. For example, there is a shot, I know it was on Reddit, I was looking for it, where Elliot was running in the background while Angela was doing her thing. It'd be interesting to see where Darlene is. Half of the FBI lays down on this. This is Monday, so stage 2 is supposed to go off. We have 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 episodes. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more episodes, really. Television. Is it all going to take place on a Monday? Are we going to see stage 2 go off and then see the aftermath? What is exactly the time? This is weird. What is exactly the time jump? I mean, we went from 10 days for this to go off to a Monday, like over a weekend. Which Monday? Is it 4 days? Was it over a weekend they got this going? There's a new timeline. And will stage 2 go off? I mean, White Rose's assistant was like, well, if we got what we wanted, why would we blow up the building? You know, what the implementation of that is. And with the rise of Trump in the background, you know, is the wars of, you know, the drum march of war going to go on? We'll talk about this in my review a little bit more, but it's just very fascinating. This show asks so many questions of you, makes you think about so many different things all at the same time, and it's just very fascinating. But that is pretty much it for my live commentary on this episode of Runtime. Link it to the show notes for ways for you to purchase this episode if you want to come and join me on the Facebook RC group. You have a link to there. if you join the Facebook RC group, if you ever become a member and join before 10 p.m. Pacific time on Wednesday, you have the opportunity to enter the random drawing for episode 6, which is the red wheelbarrow. There is also a link in the show notes to basically all that is happening on the show, if you will. And yeah, so that's it. Thank you very much for paying attention and doing this with me. And until next time, everyone, this is Roja Shive logging off your chat, and have a day.